Hey Nesters, welcome back to Nesting Haven. Today we're checking out the antique store, doing some thrifting here, looking for some vintage goodies, hopefully finding some great deals. So let's go ahead and get into it. So they had a wide selection of milk glass today. If you notice back here, this one was actually a pink milk glass. It was my first time ever seeing it. I think it picks up on camera. You can see it just has a hint of pink to it. So that was really interesting to see. I think they were asking 12 on that one. Milk glass, you typically will see a lot of common ones, and they're pretty easy to come across at the thrift store. But the thing you want to look out for is a cake platter or some kind of a pedestal dish. Those usually do the best, or something that's really unique, like a figural piece that is milk glass. I like this black and white photograph down here. I assume it's from a movie or a show. I'm not familiar with what it might have been. I'm sure one of you guys could let us know in the comments. I like this left-in figurine over here, the one that appears to be flying. You typically don't see owls like that. Usually their wings are always down, so that had a really nice look to it. So they had a lot of uranium glass in this thrift store today, and uranium glass, they had these marked Vaseline glass. It was my understanding that Vaseline glass is actually more yellow in color, but it can be like a little bit tinted green, but uranium glass would be either yellow or green, so I think it's just uranium, but yeah. Anyway, I believe uranium glass comes from around the 1930s. As you can see, this vendor had quite a collection of Campbell's mugs. It was kind of interesting. There was many I had never came across before. This little book had a Andy Warhol can on the front there, and I was hoping to find maybe some type of an Andy Warhol can. This one here looks very similar. I thought that one was probably the coolest one out of all of them. But yeah, I don't know if there's a lot of people that are super into collecting Campbells, but they certainly had plenty there. I like this handmade Santa sign there. It has a nice vintage look to it. They had really neat cookie jars up top. I love the little rooster and hen one there, and the clown one. It was great as well. It was kind of hard to see the price, and they were way above my head, so I apologize if you can't quite make out the tag either. A pet peeve of mine going to antique stores are things behind the glass. I understand people don't want things to get knocked over or stolen or things like that, but me personally, I tend to just pass on the things. It's a little inconvenient to have to keep going back and forth trying to get someone to come unlock it and whatnot, so I just glanced, but I didn't end up purchasing anything inside of this. This next vendor had a lot of figurine type items that I usually pick up. This guy was only $4.99. He had a really nice look to him. I believe it's an egg cup, or you could use it as a planter. It's a little larger than most egg cups I see, but I really liked him. How adorable are these little Dolphin Shakers? They're asking $3.95 for the set. It did say Virginia Beach on one side, and that was kind of a deterrent to me just because a lot of people don't like the souvenir pieces. It's a very specific thing, and with it being a dolphin, it's even more specific. Dolphin, there's just certain people that like dolphin items, and it doesn't seem to be a huge market, so I did not decide to get those just for that reason. Had they been plain, I probably would have grabbed them. So this vendor had a sign on the wall there with some little baggies. It said 4 for $1 on the magnets. So I did, of course, glance through these. I always am looking for vintage ones or just kind of fun ones. I do like to put some on my own fridge, but I figured I might be able to find some to resell as well. So the price was right. I figured it was worth the look. As you can see, I found that carrot one there. I was hoping to find some fruits and vegetables since I do kind of have that theme going on in my kitchen. So that's mainly what I was looking for in here. I also like to collect state magnets as well, places I've been. So that's the kind of thing I was looking for. They actually had another bin over here that I was able to look through, and I found 8 total. I just stuffed them all in the bag, so I ended up paying $2 for 8, which was a fantastic deal. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like to find vintage magnets to put on your fridge as well. Are you guys seeing any you would have picked up? As you can see, I found most of the ones I wanted in this bin. There were some state ones, and I did find a couple of vegetable ones. You can see this little corn here has the little face on it. And I think I found another vegetable one somewhere. There we go, there's the other one. There was this little dapper pea pod guy. This next booth here definitely reminded me of my own kitchen. I saw several things in there that I actually already own, or just things that I definitely would have in my home. This light fixture was amazing. I so wanted it. I just couldn't justify picking it up and finding a place for it. I just didn't know where to put it. But it's something I kind of regret getting. I wish I would have grabbed it and maybe just figured out a way to use it in my home and incorporate it in. They had some of my favorite patterned Pyrex. We have the butter print here that was produced in 1957 to 1968, and they also had a butterfly gold bowl, which is, you know, a little bit on the newer side from the 70s. Has some trivets, some vintage aprons. I mean, yeah, this just looked like my kitchen. This was a really great find here. Now, this pattern actually never came with an official name, but it's known in the Pyrex community as Blue Doily. They only released that in 2 different types of Pyrex. You'll see this one here, which appears to be the larger one, the 2.5 quart, and then they released a 1.5 quart as well. And that came out in 1968 to 1969. They were asking $35 for this great Coca-Cola jar. It's a really great size, and any Coca-Cola fan definitely would love to have that, I believe. It's just really too large. I don't really want to deal with shipping it, but I thought it was a really great piece. Some great elephant bookends for $18.75. How fun is this enamel ware? It's actually a splatterware with that red and white. They had some measuring cups and the canister sets there. Some beautiful jadeite as well. This was a really great bulldog. I believe it's a door stopper. It was super heavy. When I came out of that booth, I turned around and immediately saw this amazing shelf down here. And this caught my eye right off the bat, this like Art Deco planter with a pink pony on it. Amazing color to it, and the price was pretty good as well. The main problem was it was such a deep shelf. I didn't want to knock anything over trying to reach to other things. So I'm sure there was a lot of good things in the back as well, but it was just really hard to get to. I really did think this duck planter was quite nice as well. This one in the back was kind of hard to get to. I tried to just read the tag. I believe it said it was 1850 and from the 1950s, and it was American made. Look who I found out hanging in the back here. There's a couple of blue-bowed geese. They were asking $4 for the set, and they're little salt and pepper shakers. I've never come across those before, so definitely was happy to pick those up. I was not leaving them behind, right? I need to take home one blue-bowed goose piece. So that's going to wrap up the shop along with me portion. I'm going to share with you the items I picked up today. The first item here, the pony planter, I am going to resell on eBay. I thought it was a really nice piece. And then I got the Blue Boat Goose shakers, of course, to keep for myself, and I got some magnets to keep for myself. But thank you guys so much for watching. I so appreciate it. Make sure you do subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and we will catch you in tomorrow's video. Bye!